Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. Today I'm gonna do an oracle reading and then clarify with a tarot card or two. I already pre-shuffled the cards, and as I was pre-shuffling, two cards came out, so I'm gonna keep them for this reading because I believe it's relevant. So the decks that I'm gonna use today is Elki, which means she who in French. These are the cards. And the tarot card is a new deck for me that I just bought. They're pretty simple and they look nice. And these are the cards for the tarot cards. First, I'm gonna burn some Palo Santo to cleanse the energies that don't need to be here. Take a few deep breaths and concentrate on any questions you may have for the cards. This is a collective reading, and the moment you see this video is the moment you're meant to see it. Alright, so the cards that already came out from the Elki deck, the two cards are actually related to one another, which is more fascinating. The first card which came out is She Who Surrenders, Estefania, Chains, Bondage, and Release. She Who Surrenders. Surrenders what and to whom? You surrender to the magic of the universe. Presently, you're surrendering. You no longer control. You don't have the need to control anything. You just trust, you have faith that everything will work out for the higher good, the highest good of all, and for you. And the second card which came out is very connected to the previous card, and it's She Who is Present, Teraz, now, awareness, acceptance. Now, awareness, acceptance. By the way, even though the deck is called She Who, it doesn't matter. There's no gender here. It could be male or female. It's for the collective, and the collective who came across this video is currently awakening to consciousness. You're awakening to the truth of your own nature, which is consciousness. It's not your mind. It's not the thoughts therein. It's not the emotions either. It's your soul. It's not your soul, actually, because you are the soul. It's not something you have. It's something you are. You are the soul. You are the consciousness. You are the awareness. And the word awareness is on this card as well. Now, awareness, acceptance, surrendering, presence. Very connected, these two cards. And the awakening to the nature of your own being can be a very painful journey. Nobody said it's easy, but nothing good comes easy, right? So it's not a journey without so-called obstacles, but these are not obstacles, these are stepping stones. And once you look back to your past, you realize how everything is connected, and how if it weren't for those things which you perceived as obstacles, you wouldn't be where you are today. You wouldn't be the person you are today. You wouldn't have the personality you have today. And notice I say you have, because you are not your personality. You are consciousness. You are expanding your consciousness at this time. Your awareness. You are the awareness. Notice how I keep correcting myself, because our whole lives we've been taught by society that it's something we have, but no, it's something we are. It's who we are. It's our true nature. Now let's get a tarot card or two, even though there's no need for clarifying. It's pretty clear. You're awakening to the nature of your being, your true being, you, the true being, and realizing that you are consciousness. You are unlimited. Any self-defeatist thoughts, any limitations, perceived limitations, none of these things matter anymore, because you realize that you're unlimited consciousness. Let's get a few tarot cards. What do the tarot cards need to tell you now? The Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card that goes along with the High Priestess. And it is a time of trusting your intuition. And intuition does not come from the mind. Intuition comes from the soul, from the true you. You are trusting your intuition and surrendering to the universe, to God, to Source, whatever you prefer to call the great I am. And you just know. It's a knowing. It is a knowing. It is not knowledge, because knowledge is of the mind. It is a knowing. It's intuitive. You know this is the path for you. Let's get another card. By the way, I am the one reading the cards, but this is also a collective reading, but it's also true for myself. I'm part of the collective. One or two cards, and then we'll wrap up the reading. I also want to look at the bottom of the deck for the Elki cards. Nothing wants to come out, so I'll just look at the bottom of the deck. You got the Tower. Wow. And the Magician behind it. The Tower card. It's all collapsing for a reason. You might have felt in the recent past like your life is upside down and everything is falling away in every situation, every aspect and area of your life, but it's all happening for you, not to you. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And you're realizing that, you know that on an intuitive level. So you trust and you have faith and you surrender to the universe. And magic happens. Behind that is the Magician card. It's a good time to manifest what you truly want out of this lifetime. Let the universe know what you truly want out of this lifetime. Destiny and free will go hand in hand. You, if you haven't realized that yet, you will very soon. The destiny is in alignment with your free will. So make it clear what your free will is to the universe, and you will see how it's in alignment with what is to be. You also got the Two of Cups behind that. It's a time of unity consciousness, precisely. And it's a time of harmony. That's, if you don't see it yet with your own eyes, you're going to. Because you're realizing the true nature of your being. I swear I shuffled these cards, but behind that is the Empress. And that says it all. And that's the last tarot card that I'm going to take. The Empress. You're headed in the right direction. The right path. For you and for the all. You've awakened. And you're transcending the mind more and more each day, even though time itself is an illusion, because there's only the now moment all the time, happening all the time. It's always now. You're always in the now. And the back of the deck for Elki deck is doubt. She who doubts. Any fear, wariness, trust. And this is because this is not you. This card is advising you to be even more aware of the stories that the mind tells you. And the stories that the mind tells you are those of fear, wariness, and trust issues. Because that's what the mind does. The mind doubts. The mind constantly doubts. And that's not who you are. You are not the doubter. You are not the mind. You are not the thinker. You are not the thinker. We're taught by the society that we are the thinkers. You know, like the statue by Rodin. That statue. The thinker. We're not that statue. We're not the thinkers. The mind is the thinker, and we are not our minds. And you know better, judging from all of these cards, if there had to be a balance, your consciousness outweighs the mind. There's one card referring to the mind. The card of doubt, fear, trust. And fear, by the way, is the opposite of love. God is love. Our consciousness, us, the consciousness, we are love. The mind, I'm not saying the mind is all bad, but doubting and fear and having trust issues, that's of the mind. The mind is far from being perfect. And that's not you, because you are perfect. And you are realizing that. Consciousness is perfection. Consciousness does not make mistakes. God does not make mistakes. And you are awakening to your own true nature. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Keep in mind, it's for guidance. and mostly entertainment purposes. Never make decisions based on tarot readings, of course. Take care, love, light, and wisdom. Namaste.